What's up, good people? It's your boy C. We're from Boys to Gentlemen. Hey, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and go ahead and click that bell so you can be notified anytime new content drops. And go ahead and hit us with the thumbs up for this video so you can let YouTube know that you love us. It's a movement, we moving, and we need you for that movement. What's up, good people? It's your boy C. We're from Boys to Gentlemen. We are going to dive straight into this topic. Here's the reality of what we're dealing with. What we're going to talk about today is what is your real commitment to healing? That's a difficult conversation because if we told the truth, healing doesn't always seem realistic. A lot of times we think if we can just forget about something, or we think that we can push it off, or fake it till we make it, all these different things that we're taught to actually think that we're moving forward are often some of the most damaging attitudes that we can have. Many times, not only are we not healing, but because we're so broken and because we're not good, not only are we lying about things like doing our best or all that we can do, we're doing more damage to the people that we care about. Can we just have that honest conversation? How many times have we not been the parent that we really should be because we refuse to heal and address some of our past issues? How many times are we not able to be the spouse, the co-worker, the boss, just a simple friend because we haven't healed from our past trauma? And I want you to think about it. Like our word is so important for us to keep. So when you say things like, I'm doing my best, you have to be honest. You can't say you're doing your best if you're not focusing and actually committing to healing. Think about it. If you have a star athlete that comes out and gives you a performance that's lackluster or subpar, and they tell you that they did their best, that's not the full truth. You find out later that they're injured and they didn't go through rehab the way they need to really get their knee or their ankle or their shoulder or their wrist back in place and do what you really need to do to be at 100%. We got to be honest. We can't say we're doing our best without focusing on healing. So one of the chapters in my book is called Re-Breaking Bones. And the reason why I bring that up is because oftentimes there is so much more work that we have to do to really get to a place of healing, to go to those levels that we really need to. But because that pain is so mind-numbing, we make agreements to fail. We make agreements to live a subpar life. We make agreements to not follow through with our goals and our dreams because that pain is intoxicating. It literally shakes us to our core for the very thought of it, not even experiencing, but just the thought of going back into that place that we experienced shakes us to our core. So what I want to encourage today is to have that understanding that if we are really going to be the communities that we're looking to be, if you're trying to be the teacher that makes that impact in those children's lives, if you want to be a good mother, if you want to be a healthy father, if you want to be a coach, whatever your aspirations are in order to contribute to our community, you can't do that until we've really made the decision to heal. Now, I take that back. You can make some impact, but the truth is only you know that you're shortchanging your community. One thing that I had to really come to grips with myself, I came out and I had to deal. I'm 36 years old and just starting to hit around my 30s. I was able to say that I was sexually assaulted as a child by females. That was a very difficult conversation to have. I had made up all these reasons in my mind that number one, I wasn't sexually assaulted. Number two, the embarrassment of even admitting that was crippling. And then to add on top of that, that one question that was the most difficult: what if I come out and say it and nobody cares? No one protects me. So I made up in my mind to embody all of that and really just cap it up, not address it, not deal with it. And it becomes more difficult to have that conversation because here you are sitting in a place where you are unable to move forward the way you want to, because the truth is you're not even in touch with yourself anymore. You've done so many things to numb the pain that you don't even really know what real happiness looks like. You don't really know what it's like to be connected and believe in yourself, to dream, because that requires for you to go back and deal with that little boy that got touched. Now, what I say all that to say, I'm grateful for my wife, because my wife put me in a position where she was too much to lose. She came out to me with honesty. She came as an open book to me. And as we begin to work on our relationship and moving towards being in a marriage together, I was faced with a fact that I had to deal with. Was I was not willing to bring that trauma into my marriage. So it sent me on this journey of healing from sexual assault. And it's a day-by-day journey. It's not something that all of a sudden, oh, I addressed it, I talked about it a little bit, I got a couple of tips and I'm good. No, I had to learn how many places that was impacting my relationships. I even had to reach out to some past relationships and say, hey, I just realized that one of my struggles in this place, or my attitude towards this, or my interaction with you on this, even though I didn't say anything, it was impacted. My inability to give you more of me was not present because I hadn't dealt with this. So I really want to encourage everyone. We got to start having that difficult conversation of what it takes to re-break that bone, so we can really look at a place of healing and cleaning up all the damage we did while we were just trying to self-medicate. One thing that my grandfather always taught me, it's a dangerous thing when we do everything we can to avoid pain, only to incur more injury. So let's do better about focusing on healing and telling the truth. You can't do your best if you're not whole. So let's really make that commitment. So y'all shoot me up in the comments. Let me know what it is that you believe healing is, because I understand that it's different for everybody, but I also understand many of us can't answer that question because it's never even been a realistic option for us to heal in the first place. So let's have that conversation. As always, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of the conversation. Let's get it.